Hi everybody and welcome. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to read you an excerpt from my Sussex County Hauntings and Other Strange Phenomena, Part 2. It's about a haunted home called the Coult Farmhouse in haunted Augusta. And this is what it looks like. Augusta, Pat Gawler grew up on a farm from 1963 when she was only a few months old until 1976. She's convinced the house is evil. Her older sister's friends moved in after her family moved out. They left all the lights on in the house at night for fear of something inside and didn't live there very long. Pat recalls her mom, Marjorie, found her missing sister Mary through the use of automatic handwriting or psychography, the psychic ability to produce written words subconsciously that originate from a supernatural source. Mary lived in Paterson, New Jersey with her husband until the couple suddenly up and left one day without warning. Her husband Judd was apparently involved in dealing mafia car parts. Marjorie suspected they took off to get away. A stranger showed up at Pat's house looking for her Aunt Mary, but her mother didn't know where they were or how to find them. About 3 years later, with no word from her sister, Marjorie tried her hand at psychography. The writing revealed a location, Metairie, Louisiana. Her mom knew someone in Newton Police Department and inquired about it. They discovered Mary's son Thomas was in some trouble there. His parents came to his aid and they didn't want to be tracked. Psychography was just the beginning. Marjorie began conducting seances in the house to contact the dead. She discovered the house had a still during the Prohibition. A spring, a spirit named Robert claimed to have been murdered there in the 1900s along with a woman named Harriet. They were apparently buried in the sealed up fireplace in Marjorie's bedroom. Marjorie regularly heard 3 knocks from the inside of that fireplace at night. If she didn't hear them, she'd knock and say, "Good night, Harry." Marjorie swore to someday open that fireplace up to find out for certain, but she never did. Maybe she was afraid of actually finding out the truth. During another seance, Marjorie asked her Ouija board whether the spirit she communicated with believed in God. Her Bible was thrown off the table. Pat witnessed a card table lift off the floor without anyone around it. Her father John also witnessed it but dismissed the activity and called Marjorie crazy. John's work buddies later revealed to Marjorie that John was seriously afraid. Pat's niece, Katie, awoke one night screaming that there was a man lying on the floor in her room. She described he had facial hair around his chin and wore glasses. Like most basements, nobody wanted to go downstairs. It was creepy and dungeon-like with a dirt floor and rock wall. Marjorie unearthed old pictures of topless women dating back into the 1900s. There was also a photo of a man with horn-rimmed glasses and a goatee labeled Robert Houseman. The family inferred this was Marjorie's ghost from the seance, and Katie recognized him as the man she saw in her room. Marjorie's psychic friend Eleanor Harris told her it had been a house of ill repute. Pat's grandmother was disgusted by the photos and destroyed them. Their front door was difficult to open because the living room carpet was so thick. People literally lifted the rug and folded it over to pull the door open. It got to the point where they used the back door to enter or leave the house. Pat's family came home to find their German Shepherd Queenie outside on the front lawn shaking terribly and scared to death. The front door would be wide open and the house in total disarray. Marjorie finally blocked the door with chairs and a roll-away washing machine, but when they came home, they still found Queenie outside and the door wide open. Only this time the washing machine was moved away and the chairs knocked on their sides. They could only guess this was an extremely smart dog or something unexplainable. But how could Queenie pull the rug away and open the door to get out? Never mind move the washer and other heavy items. Pat's sister Debbie doesn't like to think about the house at all. She used to feel someone breathing on her neck as she slept. One night, Pat was playing with her sister Kathy in her room when they suddenly heard what sounded like someone dragging their leg along the floorboards in the hall. "I hear footsteps every night," Kathy told Pat. "They stop after they reach a certain point." As if on cue, the noises suddenly stopped. The girls investigated and found nothing. It's been said a woman haunts the upstairs and can be seen periodically at the window. Maybe it's Harriet. The family moved to Newton in the summer of '76 after Pat's father passed away. She was in the 8th grade at the time. Marjorie burned her Ouija board and never dabbled with anything supernatural again. Thank you for joining me.